And this is my bizarre story about how I changed my life and completely transformed my body at the age of 53, after I almost dropped dead from a mild heart attack. The secret combination I'm about to share with you has empowered me to lose 72 pounds and drop 12 dress sizes in just 4 months. And I achieved this miracle without pills, starving or counting calories, surgery or killing myself in the gym. And I am sharing this secret combination with you because my goal here is to give you the power to live the happy life you deserve. You might be shocked when you learn how this combination can burn so much body fat so fast and make you look and feel 20 years younger. The truth is that I have battled with my weight for years. I'd tried almost every weight loss program out there with zero results. My real breakthrough came out of nowhere, backed up by over 10 clinical studies done by the world's top universities, and I had to go through a lot of struggle to find out about it. But it has literally saved my life. If you are interested, please click the link below the video. This weight loss combination is so effective that I decided to leave my well-paid corporate job and dedicate my life to sharing this miraculous secret with the women who want to reach their ideal weight and improve their health. I lost 72 pounds without doing any workout that is difficult or longer than 15 minutes and without ever being hungry. You'll learn the exact fat-burning combination that's been scientifically tested and proven to melt body fat with incredible speed, skyrocket your energy levels, balance your body chemistry, and ramp up your sex drive so quickly, safely, and effectively that you'll think that Dr. Oz should have been talking about it for years. This combination is proven to work for all women regardless of their age, body type or state of health because it's based on balancing their body's natural functions. What's astonishing is that everything I was previously led to believe about nutrition and weight loss was wrong. I had to go through a mild heart attack to stumble on the proven secrets you're going to learn on this page. Over 20,000 women worldwide have used this weight loss combination to lose over 20 pounds each month and reach their ideal weight in record time. But don't take my word for it. I'll show you verifiable facts. But before that, imagine waking up tomorrow with as much energy as you had in your 20s, even if you're 70 now. Watch, as day by day, your stubborn belly dissolves. You'll look and feel healthier than you have in decades. And you'll discover that the symptoms of major health issues like hypothyroidism, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, chronic joint pain, and more will fade so rapidly it will reaffirm your faith, or make you a believer. Most mind-blowing of all, this weight loss combination eliminates dangerous toxins, free radicals, and heavy metals from your body to unlock energy reserves that make you feel young again and breathe vitality into every cell in your body. That's exactly what Anne, a 58-year-old grandmother from California, discovered. She was in such a bad shape that she couldn't exercise when she started. All she did in the first month was adding the powerful herbs and nutrients you will learn today to her meals. But she lost 13 pounds in her first month anyway. Then, in her second month, she started to do the 15 minutes easy workouts, and she lost 73 pounds in 7 months, and all her family was amazed. Then, her daughter who's 42 had started and lost 40 pounds in 6 weeks, and now she looks great. Or Heather, who lost 70 pounds of fat in under 4 months. And her boss, Barbara, a 47-year-old mom with 3 children, lost 83 pounds of unwanted body fat in just 6 months. Listen to what Mary wrote to me. Hi Dawn. I have to admit, I was skeptical. I have been struggling with my weight for years, and when I started your plan, I was around 100 pounds overweight. I was amazed at how amazing I felt from the first few days. I lost 27 pounds in the first month and 107 pounds after 7 months. My husband was so pleased and excited. He loves my new body, and our sex life improved dramatically. I have more sex now at 49 than I used to when I got married. Because of how confident I am now, I got the promotion I have been waiting for 5 years. Now all the women in my office are on your program. You changed my life. These are just some of the women who have tried this method out of tens of thousands of success stories we've received. I'll share more later, But before I do, it's critical that I tell you how this easy system works and how it actually saved my life, helping me lose 72 pounds and 12 dress sizes in just 4 months. My name is Dawn Sterrett, and I am nobody special. I am just lucky enough to have found the formula that transformed my body, and because of it, I became a minor celebrity in the health world, and I'm humbled to have been labeled as having one of the most inspiring weight loss stories. But 2 years ago, my life was completely different. Just like most other people who are overweight, I never really thought about my weight. I loved cooking and gave little thought to the fact that I was slowly gaining weight, and by the time I started becoming aware of my weight and the fact that I was always tired, I was at 216 pounds. At 53 years of age and being over 70 pounds overweight. Yes, I was always tired and couldn't keep up with my grandson. I hated buying new clothes because I knew I always had to buy the extra large size. I could also say I was good at denial. I promised myself that I would make changes soon, but somehow, I always found good excuses to postpone getting started. I only realized that I was in very bad shape when on one Tuesday afternoon, I went to help my daughter arrange the new apartment she and her husband bought on the 9th floor of a new building. I smelled trouble when I realized that the elevators were not working and I had to wait or go up by the stairs. After the first 3 floors, it got tough. I was already gasping for air and feeling the burn in my muscles, but I kept going. 4 more floors, and I got what felt like a stitch in my side. I ignored it until my heart started hammering. Then I fell down on my knees. I could hardly catch my breath for several long minutes, but eventually, the pain let up. Amazingly, instead of calling it quits, I kept going. After that, things went from bad to worse. I didn't realize that there was something seriously wrong with my heart, and these were all warning signs. When I got to my daughter's door, I had crushing chest pains and labored breathing, and my left arm started to tingle. My daughter immediately called for an ambulance. My grandson saw me and started to cry. I was lucky to get to the ER room in under 30 minutes, where the doctor gave me news that shattered me. The doctor confirmed that I had a mild heart attack. I was told that I was considered obese and that my weight had brought on cardiovascular damage. I was shocked. Here I was, trying to help my daughter, and as a result, I'd found out that I had heart disease. I sat with my boyfriend after returning back home and cried like a baby for hours. I was wondering how long I'd be around, or if I'd ever see my grandkid grow up. What about all my plans? The trip to London I was going to take with my boyfriend. That visit to my daughter was a wake-up call. I knew I needed to lose weight, but hadn't imagined anything like this. According to my doctor, I had to lose at least 40 pounds in the next 3 months by when he scheduled our next appointment, otherwise, I might face another heart attack. He said, "Dawn, I'm not sure how long your heart can keep going. You can't keep ignoring your health. Your blood pressure is 180/115, your BMI is over 30, and your cholesterol levels and blood sugar are through the roof." So, I was also pre-diabetic. My huge fat and cholesterol buildup was because of years of eating the wrong foods and not exercising the right way. I felt helpless and defeated. How could I possibly drop 40 pounds in just 3 months? I didn't think I was unhealthy, simply just getting older. How could I tell my grandson that I might not be around for his next birthdays? I became so scared and worried about my health that for the first week, I couldn't even sleep at night. How did it come to this? And then, one evening, I looked in the mirror, and maybe for the first time, I really saw myself as the fat, sad woman I'd become. And that's when I decided that I would change my life and get my old body back. And do you know what happened then? I bet you do. I bet it's happened to you too. I picked myself up and told myself that I would have the self-control to exercise daily and eat healthy. But I failed miserably. I tried different fitness programs and quick fixes, wasting hundreds of dollars on things that didn't work. The truth is that I hate going to the gym because I've always felt like a blob compared to the younger women in their tight little yoga pants. The doctor told me that I should exercise on a regular basis. So I got a gym membership and went to a few classes, but they didn't do anything for me, just got me really sore. And as for dieting, I first tried the flat belly something diet, where they give you a special drink to have in the morning instead of your coffee. They said 1 cup burns 3 pounds of belly fat without exercises. I bought into it, and when I weighed myself after 5 days of drinking 6 cups daily, I realized that I actually gained 2 pounds. Then, I tried different weight loss systems like Nutri-System, Atkins, even intermittent fasting, the ketogenic diet, and a few cleanses. But they are all about restricting your diet, counting calories, and starving yourself, and they all left me hungry and miserable, especially at night, when I'd get hungry and couldn't fight the urge to eat, usually junk food. What I didn't realize was that these fake diets simply restrict caloric intake, and when the body is starved, it turns to survival mode, storing food as fat as a means of preservation. I was hungry because I was depriving myself of carbohydrates, and that's why I wasn't losing weight, my muscles weren't getting any stronger, and my body wasn't shaping up. And for me, it was kind of hard to stay on a diet because I don't know about you, but I love food. I mean, it is food what comforts me when life gets hard. Food is also how I celebrate when times are good, and food is how I show love to my family. Anyway, I tried so many things, but nothing worked. I was really frustrated by the lack of results. I became depressive, and because of all the stress, I got 7 pounds heavier. And it was 1 month before my doctor's appointment, and I was getting terrified. I was supposed to lose 40 pounds, but instead, I gained 7 pounds. I couldn't take it anymore. I took a deep breath, and when I exhaled, tears started flowing. I was so tired of hating my body's reflection in the mirror. I have really done my best to eat the right way and exercise. And at that moment the phone rang. It was my daughter who called me to ask if I wanted to go to Hawaii with her and my grandson for 2 weeks since her husband had an emergency at work and couldn't take that much time off. I did my best to hide the fact that I was crying, and after my daughter hanged up, I called my boss, and he said yes. I decided to go since I had nothing to lose, and I needed a break from all that mess. And it turned out to be my best decision ever because it literally saved my life. Our hotel was close to the beach and offered lots of privacy and relaxation. The next morning, I met Aileen. She had a partnership with our hotel as a personal trainer, and I was amazed to see that all her clients were overweight women just like me, but somehow, they were filled with energy and enthusiasm. Since I've always been shy, my daughter approached her, and she came to talk to me. After 10 minutes, I realized that her method is completely different from what I've tried before and that everything I thought I knew about weight loss was wrong. She told me that the exercise routines I was doing were wrong and too long and that I needed twice more carbs than I was eating. Then she told me a little more about her method, and it seemed so easy. Then the receptionist, who was 55, told me that she'd lost over 40 pounds herself on Aileen's program. Indeed, Aileen promised me that I would lose at least 10 pounds in the next 2 weeks, so I decided to give her program a try even though my jaw dropped when Aileen told me about her pricing. If you are interested, please click the link below the video. It was the most expensive investment in my health, and as you'll see, it proved to be the most effective one. I was supposed to be in the hotel lobby at 8 o'clock the next morning. Aileen told me to come on my empty stomach and that I could drink water before the workout and have coffee with milk, but little sugar. On my empty stomach, I asked. She told me that doing her short workouts on an empty stomach is the best way for women over 50 to burn fat, and she was right. I mean, there are now thousands of studies that prove this. Working out on an empty stomach keeps your blood sugar at a level that is perfect for fat loss, and it improves insulin sensitivity. It also increases your growth hormones levels, which boosts metabolism and energy and increases longevity. So if you're worried a little bit about having to work out on your empty stomach, just relax and let's continue with my story. I remember, I was so out of shape then. I was hardly going to the gym once a week, so I went to bed that night, feeling frightened for the next day. We started with a warm-up, and then the workout, which surprisingly lasted only 15 minutes, and then stretching. The workout was like anything I've tried before. I have never done that combination of exercises in my entire life. I felt all my muscles working, but it was manageable, and because Aileen did the workout with me, and I didn't want to let her down, I didn't stop. I was so proud of myself. Then, Aileen brought me a protein shake, which was so amazingly delicious. She told me that she added 4 powerful herbs and nutrients that would double my metabolism and prevent my muscles from getting sore the next day. Then, she handed me a small handbook with the nutritional guidelines and her other metabolism-boosting tricks for the next 2 weeks. A lot of what I read in there wasn't that complex. But those 4 herbs and nutrients were new to me, and I will tell you so much more about them in a bit. Aileen told me that I should add them to my meals because they are consumed daily by people in some of the healthiest countries in the world, including Indonesia, Japan, Vietnam, and Thailand. Studies show that for the past 10 years, these countries have had some of the lowest obesity, cancer, and heart disease rates in the world. Not only that, but their citizens also live the longest and look the youngest and healthiest. I was shocked that I was allowed to eat so much food each day. I woke up the next day refreshed, filled with energy and with a big smile on my face like I haven't woken up in years. And surprisingly, I wasn't as sore as I expected, and I had twice more energy than I usually have in the morning. After my first class at the gym, a few months back, I couldn't walk for almost 3 days, so those 4 herbs and nutrients really helped. I asked Aileen if my daughter could join us, and she said yes, so we did the 15 minutes workouts every morning for 2 weeks with my grandson Sean watching us. In the morning of the 5th day, I finally found the courage to step on the scale. Somehow I miraculously lost 3 pounds. But I didn't stop there. And even though on day 7, Aileen told me to eat everything I wanted, in the morning of the 10th day, I had lost a total of 7 pounds since I started. In those 2 weeks I lost almost 12 pounds. I had to tighten my belt 3 notches because my fat pants were falling off. Even my daughter, who was in good shape, lost 3 pounds and 1 inch from her waist. However, as our vacation was coming to an end, I started to worry again. I was feeling so much better, my energy increased dramatically, but how was I gonna continue my journey without Aileen's help? I knew that once I be home I won't be able to keep up with the same routine. However, before I left Hawaii, Aileen gave me another handbook with the plan to follow for the next 2 weeks. She told me that I could do the workouts by myself because I was already doing them for 2 weeks. And that I should just follow her plan, do one of her workouts on my empty stomach and follow the nutritional guidelines she gave me. And that's what I did. And even though I used to hate going to the gym, I enjoyed doing her workouts every morning in my living room. They were only 15 minutes long. The meal plan she gave me was easy to prepare. In fact, it took me under 10 minutes to prepare all the foods for one day. And I could buy the herbs and nutrients Aileen recommended from a health food store, and they didn't cost more than a candy bar. They have metabolism-shifting properties that double the fat-burning process and revitalize every single cell in your body. I'll tell you more about them soon. At the end of the 30th day since I started, I had lost 22 pounds. I was still 20 pounds over the weight my doctor recommended, but I went to the appointment anyway. The same doctor couldn't believe it when he saw my face looking thinner, my belly visibly reduced, and my clothes fitting loosely. My blood tests dramatically improved, and my doctor told me that I should continue the program I was following because my progress from our last appointment was great. When I told him that I had started only around 30 days before, he was really shocked. This was the first time I realized that I was on a mission, not only for myself but for all the women who have been fighting with their weight and didn't see results even though they worked hard and tried everything. I realized then that if I can get back to my skinny jeans, I would open up a path that hundreds of thousands of women could walk on to change their lives. After 2 months since I returned from Hawaii, my best girlfriends finally convinced me to go out with them. So I agreed to meet them for dinner, and I figured I would put on my favorite dress because I always liked the way I looked in it even when I was heavy. When time came to get dressed, I realized it was too loose. I looked like a little girl trying on her mom's clothes. My favorite shoes didn't fit either. Everything was too big, I couldn't believe it. Even my feet had gotten smaller. I almost panicked. So I called them to tell them I would be late. I ran to the store to find something to wear and found myself trying on clothes I would have been petrified to look at before I lost the weight. I wish I had a picture of the look on my friends' faces when I arrived at the restaurant. They were shocked, happy, and jealous. They all gushed how I looked 20 years younger. The best part was that while I was walking back to my car, a man, 10 years younger than me, actually came over to talk to me. It was the first time that's happened since college. A few months down the line, having been very faithful to Aileen's easy plan, I saw a huge transformation in my body. It changed my life. I lost 72 pounds and dropped 12 dress sizes in just 4 months. It was almost unreal. I was slimmer, well-toned, much more confident, and happier than I had ever been. If you are interested, please click the link below the video.